evening, students, donors, and administrators. I'll be graduating soon with the rest of the 2010 engineering class, but my degree alone does not define my Penn experience in the least bit. Foremost, when I received this scholarship, I was able to come to Penn, but the best thing about it was that my older brother was going to be a senior and I was going to be a freshman. So all freshman year, whether it was running into him in the library or on the rugby pitch, more often than not in the library, it was an unforgettable beginning to my time at Penn. Coming to Penn, the single most important thing to me was conducting research on a high level with some of the best in the world. I went back when I was preparing and checked my application essay regarding why I wanted to come to Penn in the first place. And when I looked at the essay, I'd written this line: "The undergraduate research opportunities are what draw me to Penn the most." This held true through my 4 years and became one of the definitive qualities of my time at Penn. Beginning the summer after my freshman year, I began work as a research assistant in the cancer biology department in Dr. Eric Brown's lab. Of course, this was enabled by the generous work-study program that we have in our financial aid packages that makes us undergrads some of the cheapest labor on campus. Working in conjunction with a postdoc, we made some very important discoveries in the mechanisms of tumor proliferation. And a little over a week ago, we submitted our paper to the well-regarded journal Cancer Research with me as the second author. So without this scholarship and my financial aid package, I never would have been able to conduct this research that I had set out to when applying to Penn. I was again awarded an opportunity to conduct research in a completely different field and in a completely different place. Along with a Penn professor, Dr. Fred Scatina, I was able to go down for 12 weeks in the middle of the rainforest in Puerto Rico, working and examining microchromatic edge effects. I didn't spend all my time on the beach. Beyond the research, as you can imagine, being in Puerto Rico was an indelible experience, but would not have been possible without being at a place like Penn where you can make these sorts of connections. Besides this research and the rigorous engineering curriculum, I've had the great opportunity of being a member of our rugby team. All 4 years I served on the executive board as this is a completely student-run organization, and I've been a member of our A side that competes on a Division I level. This year, serving as president off the field and captaining our team on the weekends has led to some of my most cherished memories at Penn. Instead of being forced to work more hours to help pay for tuition and make it through, I was able to spend my time to help this team grow, as well as spend my time each weekend on the field with my closest friends. The scholarship put me in a position where I wanted to succeed in every aspect of my time here at Penn. Beyond my time in the classroom, the scholarship I received has enabled me to parlay my Penn education into a career in science. Next year, I will be working with Dr. Randy Pittman as a research specialist, staying at Penn, and during that time, I will be applying to PhD programs in cellular and molecular biology. And our family isn't quite out of Penn just yet. My younger brother, Bardia, will be attending Penn next year and be the third and final Nabet to end up at Penn undergrad. And I'm sure, just as my older brother before me and myself, he'll be receiving another generous scholarship. So I'd like to thank all of our donors for allowing us to make our mom proud. The scholarships awarded to all of us in the room were not only important to us around this room, but around the world. My father came to the States as a 17-year-old Iranian with high standardized test scores. These scores caught the eye of Purdue University Engineering, and they awarded him with a full scholarship and free room and board. And as fellow engineers in the room know, it's probably one of the best universities in the country, especially for engineering. So I always look to him as the embodiment of taking advantage of an opportunity. He turned that initial scholarship as a barely English-speaking 17-year-old Iranian in West Lafayette, Indiana, of all places, into a tenured faculty position 25 years later. I've tried my very best to emulate that sort of drive and sense of purpose that comes along with receiving a scholarship, and I know that every student in this room has done the same. Lastly, I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity that I've been given. I love this school and all that it has afforded me, and none of this would have been possible without this generous scholarship. So for that, I'd like to take the time to personally thank my donors, Mitchell Quain and Sherry Quain, as I'm sure each of the students in the room would like to thank theirs. So thank you all donors for your generosity and for giving us the opportunity to come to the best university in the world and accomplish extraordinary things. Thank you very much.